Welcome back to the channel. If you're a therapist, student, or caregiver who wants to understand functional communication from an occupational therapy lens, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down what functional communication really is, the impairments that impact it, and how OT interventions help people communicate with independence and dignity. Functional communication is more than just talking. It includes the everyday communication tasks we rely on to stay safe, express our needs, and navigate daily life. OT looks at functional communication through several categories: speaking, expressing basic needs; writing, signing your name, writing letters or lists, managing finances; reading, understanding labels, mail, newspapers, and instructions; telephone use, dialing, answering, using emergency numbers; computer use, turning the computer on and off, using a mouse or keyboard, navigating programs. These may seem simple, but for many clients, each one can be a major barrier. Functional communication can be limited by a variety of impairments such as decreased hand strength or coordination, limited range of motion or sensation, visual perceptual impairment, cognitive impairment aphasia, or dysarthria. When one or more of these impairments show up, communication breaks down, and that's where OT steps in. OT uses a wide range of strategies to help clients communicate safely and independently. 1. Treat the underlying limitations. We address the physical, cognitive, sensory, and behavioral barriers impacting communication. This can include improving strength, range of motion, fine motor control, balance, sensation, or cognition through targeted interventions. 2. Compensatory strategies. We might use one-handed techniques, low vision approaches, cognitive perceptual compensation, task segmentation, or step-by-step instructions. 3. Training in adaptive equipment and assistive technology. This is where OT really shines. We match the tool to the client's need. Speaking, communication boards, electronic devices, or typewriters. Writing, adaptive pens, grips, angled writing aids, or voice-activated recorders. Reading, magnifiers, large print books, enhanced lighting, book holders, and reading machines. Telephone use. Cordless phones, cell phones with large buttons, one-touch dialing, speakerphones, handset amplifiers, or captioned phones. Computer use, typing sticks, screen magnifiers, large print keyboards, and voice recognition software. 4. Activity modification. And of course, we teach clients how to set up their environments differently, so communication tasks become easier and safer. Let's look at a real-life example. Mr. Chen, a 65-year-old who experienced a stroke, resulting in right-sided weakness. He struggled to manage finances. Our OT focused on training him to write with his non-dominant left hand, using a non-slip mat and a weighted, angled writing aid. We also set up his phone with a one-touch speed dial for emergencies. This intervention helped him regain the functional ability to manage his own affairs and communicate independently. Functional communication is essential to independence, and OT plays a powerful role in helping people regain it. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share with another therapist or student who needs this. And comment below with what OT topic you want me to cover next. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going deeper into functional communication, but not just the basics. We're looking at how cognitive skills, emotional regulation, and social skills all come together to support communication in occupational therapy. If you're an OT, OTA, or student, this is gold for your documentation, intervention planning, and clinical reasoning. Functional communication includes the everyday tasks we use to express ourselves and access information. Speaking to share needs writing notes, lists, signatures, or checks reading labels, mail, and instructions telephone use for safety and connection, computer use for work, appointments, or social interaction. When any of these are impaired, independence is affected, and that's where OT comes in. Functional communication can be disrupted by limited hand strength or coordination, visual perceptual impairment, cognitive impairments, aphasia, or dysarthria, emotional dysregulation. Poor task initiation or completion, OT looks beyond the surface and identifies which underlying body functions are impacting the client. HU's ability to communicate. To address these broader barriers, OT uses a holistic approach. While we incorporate cognitive tools like visual schedules and memory aids for task sequencing, and teach emotional regulation techniques like mindfulness and self-monitoring for managing stress. We put a strong emphasis on social communication tools. These include structured role-playing, to practice real-life scenarios, video modeling, to visually demonstrate successful social interactions, social stories, to prepare for new situations, and non-verbal communication cue cards to reinforce appropriate body language and eye contact. By providing these specific, adaptable tools, we help clients master the subtle, essential skills needed for successful social communication. The beauty of OT is our ability to see the whole person, not just the impairment, but the environment and the context of communication. By integrating cognitive, emotional, and social goals with physical and language goals, we ensure that our clients can communicate effectively and fully participate in life. Hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What functional communication task do you find most challenging in your practice? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going deeper into functional communication, but not just the basics. We're looking at how cognitive skills, emotional regulation, and social skills all come together to support communication in occupational therapy. If you're an OT, OTA, or student, this is gold for your documentation, intervention planning, and clinical reasoning. Functional communication includes the everyday tasks we use to express ourselves and access information. Speaking to share needs, writing notes, lists, signatures, or checks, reading labels, mail, and instructions, telephone use for safety and connection, computer use for work, appointments, or social interaction. When any of these are impaired, independence is affected, and that's where OT comes in. Functional communication can be disrupted by limited hand strength or coordination, visual perceptual impairment, cognitive impairments, aphasia or dysarthria, emotional dysregulation, poor task initiation or completion. OT looks beyond the surface and identifies which underlying body functions are impacting the client. Here has ability to communicate. Interventions include strengthening, compensatory techniques, environmental modification, and training with assistive technology. Examples include communication boards or electronic devices, large print materials, magnifiers, reading machines, adaptive writing aids or voice-to-text tools, phones with large buttons, speaker phones, caption devices, typing sticks, screen magnifiers, and voice recognition software. OT's goal is simple: restore independence by either improving skills or adapting the task. Communication isn't just about words. Emotional regulation is a huge part of how someone expresses themselves. OT evaluates emotional functions like appropriate thought content, coping, impulse control, emotional stability versus lability, self-esteem and self-concept, motivation, task initiation and task completion, and appetite regulation. When a client is emotionally dysregulated, communication may look like frustration, shutdown, irritability, or difficulty staying on task. This is why interventions like coping strategies, sensory regulation, pacing, and emotional awareness training are absolutely critical for functional communication. The holistic approach of occupational therapy ensures that we don't just treat a symptom, we treat the whole person. Whether it's finding the right piece of adaptive technology or teaching a client how to self-regulate during a stressful phone call, our goal remains the same: independence and participation in life. If you found this breakdown valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth OT content. And let me know in the comments which of these areas you want to explore next.